So if you're anything like me, you've probably grown up your whole life hearing from your family, your parents, the people around you that the best way to a successful life and an easy life is by going to school, getting good grades, getting a good education, and then finding a corporate job somewhere and working your way up the ladder. Well, and this makes sense for a while until you start to question, how do those corporations start? Who made those? And then you start investigating all the successful people who haven't gone to college. Some of the founders of the biggest corporations in the world didn't finish their degree. So why is that? And why is it that this path that we consider to be the optimal way to gain wealth and gain success, in reality, is just a slow lane and it's keeping you trapped? See, by definition, if you get all of your education from a degree that hundreds of thousands of other people have the ability to take, you are replaceable. And the value that you're providing to the market, the skills that you're acquiring through that education are also replaceable and therefore become low value skills. And especially with the emergence of the digital age, the majority of skills and product knowledge that is required now to be successful in business can't be found in a college course curriculum. This is why you see 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds having massive success online, because they understand these principles, and these principles are not found in typical college courses. Unfortunately, in America, there's a big stigma around learning, and the idea that learning is for nerds and it's only done just to get through a degree program, just to get that certificate or whatever piece of paper you're looking for, so then you can put that on your resume and go get a job. This is a flawed version of education, and we've been kind of brainwashed into this because education in the modern sense is the killer of creativity. It is forcing you down a path and it's narrowing your horizons. Whereas someone who takes a holistic approach, this is what you see from successful entrepreneurs, they investigate all of the areas of interest that directly correlate to their goal. See, a lot of people don't have a goal. Actually, they do, but it's someone else's goal that's imposed on them. That goal being of getting a good degree, getting a good education, and then getting a cookie cutter job that they're gonna work till they're 65 and hopefully be able to retire with enough money to live out the last decade of their life relatively comfortably. Well, when you realize that the skill set that you need and that you actually have the ability to create for yourself and provide value to the marketplace on your own and not provide value to someone else's cause through a corporate job, that is where you'll start to see explosive growth in your personal progress and your personal income. See, all income is an exchange of value, right? So the amount of income that you make is a reflection of how much value you've offered to the world. By raising your intrinsic value, by learning these skills, by finding out what the market needs, and then producing unique solutions from yourself and synthesizing your own way and your own information, that's how you explode your intrinsic value. And you're not tied to a salary that's capped at a 5% increase per year, because your intrinsic value is purely based on your time at that point. It's not based on your skills or knowledge or productivity. Everyone there gets paid the same, and it's just a reflection of how much the company as a whole produces and not what you produce as yourself. And too many people stop learning after their degree. Don't get me wrong, a college degree can be very useful, and it can be a great stepping stone into getting you into a position to where you make enough income to start building projects for yourself and eventually bridge the gap between you and a business and start something on your own and then go into that full time. And that becomes your life's work. That's what really gives you purpose. That's what really gives you mission. But too many people have the idea now that once their education is over, once they graduate college, graduate high school even, stop there, or get a professional certificate, they think that's it. They think, oh, I've got the paper, therefore I can go and do a job that requires that piece of paper. And they never spend time to actually raise their own skill set and raise their own value. And so they're perpetually stuck. They're stuck pursuing someone else's goal, someone else's value, and they never took the time to expand their own horizons. So I'm not saying don't go and get a college degree. What I am saying is regularly educate yourself in the world of business, health, psychology, all of these factors that raise your value. Don't just mindlessly scroll through TikTok or jump on Netflix for 3 hours a night. Realize that if you took 3 hours every day and built something for yourself, and now with the online marketplace, it's more accessible than ever to build something that can earn you an income and provide value to others. If you took just 3 hours a day and it's something you truly enjoy, that you truly love, it doesn't feel like work in the first place. And then you'll be surprised how much progress you can make. Think about this. At the end of the year, if you spent 3 hours a day, that's over 1,000 hours of work. But a lot of people want this short-term gratification of, if I don't see results in the next 2 days, then it must not work. In reality, the vast majority of cases of business owners that make large amounts of money, it's an exponential graph. So maybe for 1 year, for 2 years, for 10 years, it's relatively flat line. They're making very little income, and then all of a sudden it explodes. And when everything clicks, when you finally connect all of the dots, all of these skills that you're learning, and figure out how to piece them together for your passion, for your project, for your view of what impact you want to provide to the world, that's when you see that final breakthrough. So if you're stuck, if you feel like, man, there's got to be more than just go and get a degree, go to some job that I don't like, listen to someone else tell me what to do, there is a way, and you're capable. But you have to learn the skills that give you the ability to create that future for yourself. And if you're wondering what those skills are, I'm probably gonna make a video on that in the future, outlining what the most valuable skills right now are. A lot of them just revolve around digital design, so web design, graphic design, branding, copywriting, marketing, and all of these can kind of be tied back to human psychology, but it's just figuring out a way to get your product, get your value in front of more people. But that's for a later video. I hope this video gave you some ideas, and just realize that there is hope. Don't get caught in tutorial hell where you're constantly watching information and you're never actually doing. The whole point of this process is to get you building a project, and by building that project, you encounter problems that require you to research and raise your skill set. And then once you have figured out those problems for yourself, you have the ability to display that value, display what you know to others, and that just contributes to the value you're offering to the market, therefore increasing the value that you receive in return. So take that to heart. Don't lose hope. Keep grinding, guys, and realize that there is more for yourself, and it's not just a dead end, get out of college and then go to corporate hell.